Alright, it is time for day 2 of FFYLands Salvador. So, today we are hoping pretty much just to make good progress through normal mode. It does feel a little bit easier than I expected it to, I won't lie. Also, I'm really tempted to make a melee build eventually, but we'll get there when we get there. But for right now, of course, we are working down middle tree, we're looking for some cooldowns, some gunzerg time, stuff like that. And then I probably will work down left tree after that. It kind of just depends on how our survivability feels, but maybe eventually we'll look at right tree more. I don't think we really need to as of right now, as I just wanted the basic survivability to get our health regen up and stuff like that. That's pretty much the plan. Middle tree, left tree, maybe more of right. Let's just go forward. Now we are approaching Wilhelm today, which could be a little bit difficult. He is a rather angry boy. But we do have a decent little Torg shotgun and an E-Tech SMG, so it might be fine. And then worst case, we could always go to Sanctuary and roll the golden chest with our Iridium, because that is a part of the mod. So we'll just kind of have to see if we really need to do that. I hope we don't, but we might. You know, I don't really talk about it too much, but mutated Varkids are so good for team play. If you're ever playing with a group of friends, if people play this game with friends, you could totally just have one person do mutated Varkids and just farm them out for XP for the entire team, while everyone else just kind of walked forward, and it would probably work out pretty well. The only thing is you'd have to be pretty confident about skyrockets and stuff like that, but it's honestly a great idea. Alright, quick level 18. I don't know if it's worth hitting level 19. Let me go ahead and kill this guy. Yeah, we could try to hit level 19 here as well. I'm sort of just over-leveling a little bit before Wilhelm, just, you know, in case that fight isn't great, because it probably won't be. And it's really not that hard to do, considering the fact that we do get a lot more XP from our kills and stuff. Pretty nice. Also think it's not necessarily true because the person who didn't participate in the kill only gets 75% of the XP. I mean, okay, so whoever isn't farming the Varkids will get reduced XP from it, but the reduction I usually find isn't too significant in the long term, especially whenever you think about like UVHM, where everyone will pretty much end up averaging out anyway, with maybe 1 or 2 levels of variance at most. And then the end goal is for everyone to hit level cap anyway, so even with the reduced XP gain from other players, you'll probably still get there at about the same time. I'm just... boom, level 19. No problem. Alright, so we are here in front of Wilhelm. I do want to cover 2 really nice things about this mod. First one being, we get these endpoint fast travels, so end of the line and bunker, and respawns like this where it's that orange orb instead of the blue one. We can go ahead and travel back and forth to these. And then also the fact that bosses don't regenerate health whenever you die. I think that that might be a little bit too much in the favor of the player, because that means you could just throw bodies at the problem and never actually have to like one try the boss. But it's nice for us because that means that even if we do mess up, we can just keep throwing bodies at the problem. Alright. You know, not too bad. I guess it does help that we are currently in our gunzerg. Kind of worried that he's just gonna, you know, like, just decide we don't get to exist anymore, though. Because he is quite aggro in this mod. Or maybe this will just be one of the better Wilhelm fights I've ever done with this mod. And there we go. Okay, yeah. Still probably one of the easier fights I've done of this boss. Not too bad. Is someone, like, is there an anti-grenade hitbox here? Jesus. stop. Please. Please. Okay, so this can be kind of a problem whenever you're playing the game. Whenever you get shot, a small amount of knockback is afflicted on the character. So it's applied to the character, and you are put in the air temporarily, which means that you can't jump. That can get a little bit extremified in a mod like this, where enemies are shooting at the most insane fire rate constantly, and then you just can't jump because you're just being pushed. It can get a little bit, little irritating. Peace. There we go. All right, cool. Level 23. It's check how much XP these guys are worth now, but I don't think it's worth staying here any longer. We'll probably go ahead and move on. We did get a really high level caustic caverns here, so we were able to abuse the XP farm for quite a while, but it would only be like 10 of them. Okay, fine, we'll do 24 and then move on. Yeah, that seems like good. That's pretty good. Okay, there we go, level 24. They're still providing not bad XP, so if someone were to stay here and farm to like 25 or 26, I would not blame you at all. I'm not gonna do that, because that sounds awful, personally, but you could. Totally an option. Oh, I forgot about hot loaders. How did I forget? Wait, hold on. We're fine. They're missing. But also, it's still terrifying. Not gonna lie. Alright, Gluttonous Thresher hopefully won't be bad. He probably is, though. Or he's just gonna kind of chill out. Okay. Well, there you go. Since we are playing Fight for Your Life Lands and the mobs are a little higher damage, we are going to go ahead and try to do Overlook skip here in normal mode. I wouldn't normally do it, but I trust that they have enough DPS to break the beacon a couple times. So that's what we're going to try to do. Okay, it's invincible now. And objective cleared. Yep. Overlook skip works perfectly here. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead and just kind of gear up a little bit with the golden chest. Kind of just because our gear is pretty underleveled at this point, and we could definitely use some upgrades. So that's what we're gonna try to do. Couple nice little upgrades. We got a spinny auto. Gonna see if it's worth using. We've got an overkill, and I wish this was a quad. We have quad at home right here, and then we have a new launcher. So yeah, feels good. Okay, so Tumba is very active. Fortunately, our rocket launcher is also very active. My goodness. Okay. Hold on. I might have slept on bandit launchers last time I played this. That's really nice. Okay, this masher might be a little bit, little too strong with the shenanigans that we can do. Just gonna put it out there. We'd seem to be able to get it to chunk a lot more than it's supposed to. Whenever I hit people. Like that. Alright, Bloodwing is immediately free from the curse that is spam jumping. So this might be a little bit difficult, but we should be able to just kind of just like throw stuff at her, and then eventually spam skyrockets and other stuff. Or just Masher. Masher also seems to be pretty good. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so turns out having a masher torque pistol with a skyrocket, pretty OP. Seems to work pretty well. Okay, I didn't realize we had this, but we have a mashing anarchist. I've got to shoot a guy with it at least a little bit. Okay, hold on. Oh my goodness. It consumes so much ammo though. Okay. We'll test it against this guy. Kind of expected it to do more. Not gonna lie. And I'm dead. Okay. That works. Okay. Oh, it's a 1-point skill. Okay. So the resupply will only give us 0.2 ammo regen a second while we are gunzerking, but it also provides a launcher and grenade regen. So I guess it's fair. I guess we will be more reliant on things like hoarder skills, where we have a chance to not consume ammo or a chance to gain ammo. So maybe that's the idea, is you just try to take advantage of your character's toolkit harder. Probably what it is. Right, I forgot about these turrets. Yeah, so any auto turrets we run into are going to absolutely beam us to death and absolutely blind us at the same time. So we gotta be a little bit careful around those guys. Yeah, this is what I was talking about here. These, this is what every autocannon is like. Stop. That's what they're like. It's very scary, especially considering we don't have health gate. Okay, so, bunker always spawns with 4 autocannons at the start. The strat is to try to get rid of them before you deal DPS, because they will just kill you. And then we just kind of hide down here and just slowly pepper them away. Okay, that might be low enough to go to last. I'm not really sure. We're gonna get up there anyway, just in case, so that we know that we can lock this in. And there we go. Hey, honestly not too bad. A 3 cycle. Well, 1 side here, 1 on this side, and then mid. That was it. And we get free stuff. Cool. Now, the question is, do I wear a sham that would have way more capacity, but would also not come with the weapon swap speed, reload speed, and damage? I think I just answered my question. No, I don't. We're just gonna keep wearing this level 11 sash. It's fine. Oh, I never thought about this, but enemies could have a Rough Rider, technically. So, they might just be more tanky because of that. And then visually, they might just not have a shield on the screen. So that could be a potential thing that we run into, and it might explain a couple of the thicker mobs. And there we go. Okay, control core is done. We're getting to the point where I'll probably stop picking up random white rarity items, though. Just because they're just kind of there. We've got plenty of cash because we don't die too much. And we don't lose our money that way. So we're good. And we are back in Sanctuary. So I gotta say, we're pretty much just hitting a dead sprint through the entire game. I mean, of course I'm being absolutely farmed a couple times, But in terms of clear speed, not much has changed from vanilla. Now, of course, the enemies only really have a health equivalent to TVHM right now, and in TVHM they'll be almost UVHM, and then in UVHM they'll just be slightly worse UVHM mobs. But not bad. Not bad at all. So that'll do it for today. Day 2.